What up, YouTube? I am Socrates. We are playing Fallout 4. This is Up All Night gameplay, and on the broadcast that I did last night, it was really late on Friday night. Um, I don't know what happened, but our game shut down and our whole system reset. Cut us off right where we were. We were in the middle of a talk with our homie Hero Sparrow. What's up, Hero Sparrow? I was just mentioning you right now. That's crazy that you just appeared right now, too. And I was just about to mention how you were telling me about that mod, Wild Plants, and what's it called? Wild Chems and Plants or whatever, and I got that, so I guess I could try out now to see if I can plant plants that I couldn't before, wasteland plants. Oh, and I got that USO as well. I couldn't remember what they were both called, so I looked on the stream this morning. I'm glad that it at least saved the stream. Yep, and there they are. Ash Blossom, first thing on the list. That Ash Blossom seems to be really rare, man, and you need it on Legendary difficulty level to make chems. Bloodleaf, cool. Wow, so this is going to be great. Brain fungus, carrot flowers, planters. Oh yeah, this is going to be real good. Thank you for telling me what this was called. I could not find it. I had no idea. I kept searching for like wasteland plants and, you know, plant other plants and shit like that, and I just couldn't get any results whatsoever. So I appreciate you finding this for me, Hero. Alright, I cannot really remember what I was doing. Let's see, the other one is USO, and if I understand it correctly, that adds a whole bunch of items that previously weren't available to build. It also changes the icons up front here on the menu. Look at that. Oh wow, we can add all the tables in the game. Oh snap. Oh my god, we can make good... Oh, yes! They have these shelves now. Because, like, very few settlements will have these shelves. And these are the kind you want in your settlements. They look so cool. It's the kind you have it... You know, this is the kind I have at my house. I mean, on some of my videos, you can see them behind me. They're red. I have these big, good shelves. Wow. I like how it starts out with this chair right here. Especially this leather chair, because this is the one that I use 100% of the time when I build myself a desk, which for most characters, eventually I'll build myself a desk to put papers and video games and all that kind of stuff in. And I always build this chair, and it's like way late on the menu, but not anymore. I like these bench seats, and I like these picnic tables. These were here before, and I like this thing too. This was here before. These are really awesome. It's like you could have one of these in a little nook at your house, and it's like everything you need to basically have like a diner. Such an efficient way to set up a table. Oh wow, I love these different colors of chairs. That is real cool. Oh my god, this is gonna be great for building, man. Wow. Yeah, and when it comes to beds, that's pretty much the only bed that I give a shit about, right? Especially if I'm gonna make it for my own personal player home. Wow. So now, especially after I do the vault, I think I'm gonna go down and do the Vault 88 quest. I have a recommended decorator cause that is also a great mod. Decorator cause. Okay, go to structures. Structures, okay. Wood, metal, or concrete? Alright, let's check out my favorite concrete first. I love these floors. I like these see-through ones. These aren't the one, but a lot of times there's a see-through one right here. And then if you put that for your second floor, you can see through. That's pretty sweet. Then scroll to the sides. I think you mean walls, right? Let's check out. Have you downloaded the USO DLC? That's what I thought that this was. Yes, I did. I downloaded it right before I got on here. Does it not look right? Something may not be right. But there's definitely way more stuff in this menu than I had before. I like these prefab. Pretty cool. Yeah, I thought I had the one. It was called Season Pass. It's for all the DLCs. Why, do you see something missing? Alright, hey, Cosworth, what you doing, man? Alright. Well, maybe it doesn't unlock until I do the DLC. I thought so. I thought that when you have the season pass, it gives you the base plus the DLCs. But maybe I didn't. It's my first time checking it out, so I could have missed something. It does not. No, then I don't have it because I downloaded just the I forget what I just said. You need base game component and season pass. Okay, well, I guess I'll pick it up the next time around. I'm pretty sure if I bounce out to there, it'll cut the stream off. Outside the game like that. Well, let's go to Diamond City. Bit of a journey from where we're at. And we'll make a stop right here. It's all good. I'll get it figured out next time around, I guess. Alright, we just picked up the quest for a Vault Tech calling, and we saw the UFO fly overhead. Oh my gosh, we could hear it hit that time. I think that's the first time I ever heard it actually hit. Die. Ah. Stupid bloatfly was hard to hit. Dude, man. Oh, nice. Hero Spez, because there's like 10 more foundations and stuff than normally. Man, I give you props for beating the game on survival difficulty, man. I had to take a break from that character. It's so hard. Like, even a smallest little trip, like, you can't just run across the city. You gotta, like, clear out a path as you go and then come back and save it and sleep. And I mean, it is crazy. The tiniest little trip, you know, suddenly becomes like, you know, you feel like you're Frodo heading out for, like, Lord of the Rings and shit. Alright, Codsworth. Oh, still there. Look at him. Hanging out. Yeah, I'm kind of curious as to what those are. And also, like, is there a specific weapon that you went after right away? Like, I wanted to go to Pikmin's, and I must have died 15 times just trying to make it there slowly. It's crazy. Ha! A magician never reveals his tricks. Nice. That's a good one there, hero. Oh, did I miss your buddy? Let's come back and get him. Shoot your leg off, woman. Mess with me, will you? Raider.
Mom, something's afoot. Never mind. Ah, thought you could hide from me? No such luck, I'm afraid. Touché. Ah, I see.
Wow. Ha! Check it out. Got a breakdancing mongrel head. Awesome. Every once in a while you get a really cool, unique effect like that. I love it. A body falls weird. That just tickles me. Hey, hey, hey! There is no need for throwing fire. I'm merely shooting you with bullets. What are you doing? Right in the face. Right in the face, Gunner. Alright. Hero says, well, I guess I can say that I set up base of operations near every place that has an important place near it. And also I went for metal armor. Okay. Makes a lot of sense. Metal armor is pretty tough stuff. Especially early on. I shot that dude like 6 times in the neck, man. Crap, son. Ooh, in the air, quick scopes. Boom. Nice. Glad I got that moment on video. That was pretty tight. Hero Sparrow says, quite early in Grognak's axe, but it got cut off. It got cut off. The axe got cut off? What do you mean? I'm not quite sure what you mean there. Oh, the message got cut off. Okay. Sorry. So I went for metal armor quite early and Grognak's axe. Okay, I see. Yeah. Probably pretty damn tough after that. I've never used Grognak's axe from an early character. Man, I bet early game that Grognak's axe is redonkulous strong. That makes a lot of sense, posting up near every important thing. Then go for the deliverer. Yeah, I was going to get that after Pikmin's Blade. I thought, I'm going to go get Pikmin's Blade and then go for the deliverer. Because I'd need the Pikmin's Blade or whatever to get the deliverer. But Grognak's axe is probably way better than the Pikmin's Blade.
Hey.
He did. Running real low on ammo here. My unlimited settlement budget mod has recently stopped working. Oh, that sucks. Do you mean like the unlimited build limit? I actually know like another in-game trick to get around that. If you mean the building, how much you can build, the little bar meter at the top, there's a dumb little like in-game Easter egg trick that works. You can take a bunch of weapons and throw them on the ground, and then you know how if you hit like square you'll break something down, and circle and you'll store it in the bench. They patched the storing guns. Oh. And if you pick them up and store them in... Oh, you're talking about what I'm saying now. They patched that? Oh, shit. Damn. Well, I guess it doesn't work anymore. Yeah, I haven't used it forever. So they patched that gun trick, and then the mod stopped working too. And so right now you don't have any way to be able to build out over the limit. I know, right? Hero Sparrow says, I remember the good old days when there were lots of glitches and fun tricks. Yeah, the one I used to do is like rape all the vendors' inventory with that. You put a like one single cap on their side, and I forget how you did it back and forth, but you could do it in like just a few seconds and take. There's a metal chest piece. And take. I wonder if this one's better. Oh, don't want to forget the magazines. What we came for. But that was really nice, man, because you could just take anything you want from any vendor. And totally gaffle all their shit. It was nice. Very nice. Alright. Now we can finish our journey over here to Diamond City. Yeah, I'm really happy to have picked up this whole, no fast travel thing. It's made the game even, just so much better, I think. Yeah, Hero says, can I do some settlement building? Yeah, definitely. I'll show you how I roll. I'm going to Diamond City, so I'll pick up the Hangman's Alley. Now I know exactly where it is, thanks to you. And I'll show you how I build. I think I have a mod on that
Well, he certainly doesn't need that anymore.
Free Crafter or Free Maker or something like that. So that helps me get more resources to build, like infinite, I think. I'm not sure. I might have turned it off. I can't really remember. I need to eat some shit though. Then you can make some cool farm. And Free Maker, you mean when you do with the chem station? Yes, but I have Free Maker and like quite a few others. Like one's called Free Maker, one's called Free Crafter, one's called I can't remember.
No bobby pins.
I still got no bobby pins? Jeez. This is the longest I've ever went in a game without finding bobby pins, I think. I just happened to miss out. Yeah, so you can do the chem station thing. Yeah, like I could probably go to a chem station and just build myself some bobby pins right now. But I was trying to like, hold back from cheating too much. Yep. Then I can get some plants for the farms, Hero says. Truth. Yeah. That's another great thing about running around is you get a lot more opportunities to find useful chems and plants. And I have a couple decent weapons, but man, I need to vend. Need to get to a vendor. Alright. Oh, I don't want to go there right now. Fuck with them super mutants. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Need to... like 17 is as good as it's gonna get right now. And in like Sanctuary, I could plant a whole bunch of this blood leaf. That'd be great. There's quite a few places in that Taffington Boathouse could plant some water plants there. Trying to attack me? Come on, something good. Something good. Cryogenic, yeah, that's pretty good, I guess. At this stage in the game when you got really nothing. 21. We're sitting on 21. Are you close to the Great Green Jewel yet? Nope, I can't even see it glow yet. But maybe it's just because it's foggy. Maybe it's diffusing all the light. Grey Garden right here? I'm guessing Grey Garden. Nope. Oberlin Station. I can come back and plant this place to... I'd like to get them all changed, you know, like potatoes. On survival mode, I'd still want like mute fruit over potatoes because they don't weigh as much. They weigh 0.1 instead of 0.5 each. Here's the spaceship. We could get the alien blaster real quick. Just right over this hill. Just head north from there, and you'll come upon a cave. This is like the easiest legendary probably to get. And you can sneak in here and shoot this alien in the face. And then you can run over. And I need to pick up these plants too. There's a couple good plants in here. And you can loot him for the alien blaster pistol. And the more that we could collect, the faster we're going to get these plants up and running when we make a settlement. All right. Getting close now. Here's right over here is where you get the Overseer's Guardian and Overseer's arm pieces and crap like that at this vault. Nice. The hero says, can't wait till I scrap up enough money to upgrade my PC. Yeah, it's always, you know, Moore's Law. Every 3 months the technology doubles. And you know, you buy the newest shit, and within a year, the technology's doubled 4 times, and yeah, it's hard to keep up, man. It makes all the difference too, because then all the newest games need, you know, a newer graphics card, or it's a endless chasing your tail struggle there.
Got it.
The only thing that gets me about PC is the controller, man. Like, I just have, you know, I'm not the best typer on a keyboard and that sort of thing, and the controller that we use for our systems is so much different and better, in my opinion. I just need a better Intel core and some more RAM and some disk space. That's that's pretty much everything. Hard drive, temporary storage, and your processor speed. Yeah, that's just most of it is all, you know. Yeah, see, there's tons of crap in here I can build now. But I've been trying not to dip into it. Okay. Just mostly. Yeah, I have a Mac. Shit. It hit me in melee and froze. That new piece of armor I got. That's helpful. Get up off him. Wow, he was tough. Hero says, you know, I just need a graphics card, a hard drive, RAM, CPU, motherboard, frame, fan cooling system. Yeah, you know, just those couple of things. He said, just kidding. You know, one or two tops. That's all. Yeah, wouldn't it be great just to always be on top of that? You know, always have the newest. Yeah, even my iPhone is like, I have the 6S Plus. And they're about to come out with the 8, I think. Yeah, you actually don't have a disc player? Yeah, you know, I don't think I do either. My Mac is on a little tiny thing and it doesn't even have that. You have to like download everything onto it. Alright. We are...
She's hurt.
You're such a liar. Look at this liar over here.
She's going to die. She needs help.
She's a raider. She tries to trick you in here. Pretends like she's a settler. Bitch, you ain't no goddamn settler. Shut the hell up. Oh shit. Come on. There we go. God, that dude's tough. Hero says, I actually really need a new hard drive because I have like 1 gigabyte of space. Yeah, that's like nothing.
If there's a use to that, I'll use my head.
Alright, here is Diamond City right over here. You know, playing on that survival mode, I really memorized a little bit of the area right around Diamond City. I really like that. I can't wait till I know
What do you mean you can't open the gate?
the whole city.
Stop playing around, Danny. I'm standing out in the open here for crying out
Yeah,
loud.
my phone has
I
128
got orders
gigs.
not to let you in, Miss Piper. I'm sorry. I'm just
My
doing my job.
my computer, I think, is a terabyte.
Ooh, just doing your job. Protecting Diamond City means keeping me out, is that it? Oh, look, it's the scary reporter. Boo.
I'm sorry, but Mayor McDonough's really steamed, Piper. Saying that article you wrote was all lies. The whole city's in a tizzy.
Ugh. You open this gate right now, Danny Sullivan. I live here. You can't just lock me out.
Yep. As soon as I get through this dialogue right here,
All day.
I'm just going to run in, discover it,
Open up.
turn right back around, and go right out to Hangman's Alley.
You want into Diamond City, right?
255 gigs. Yeah, isn't it funny,
I
like,
just got here.
back in the
Yeah.
day, you know, a few years ago, 255 gigs was a lot. Now it's nothing. First computer I ever bought had a 1 gigabyte hard drive, dog.
Up from Quincy?
At the time, there was Napster, this music downloading site, and you could only download like 3-4 songs in an entire day. It would take so
You hear
long.
that, Danny? You gonna
Really,
open the gate and let us in, or
we've
are you
came
the one
light
talking
years
to
since
crazy
then.
Myrna about
Now you
losing
can
out
buy a
all the
CD on
supply?
iTunes, or
Jeez, all right.
an album on iTunes,
Personal.
and
Give me a minute.
instantly start playing it, and it'll
Better
never
buttons
it'll
quick
buffer
before
so
Van
fast and
catches on to
download
the
that you'll never even notice.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Another great day in Diamond City.
Hero says, you know, like when I had a PlayStation 2, 8 megabytes was a lot. Yeah, that is what it feels like too. Yeah, and then like, didn't it have some kind of goofy memory card situation thing on them? And you'd buy the... It's been so long since I've messed with it, but I think you had these like little memory cards that you plugged in above your joystick or something.
The
And
mayor's threatening to throw free
yeah, I
speech in the
remember
dumpster.
when those were like the biggest deal, and to buy the
Always
ones that
believed in
actually
freedom
had a
of the
lot of
press.
saves on it
Rightly
was a
so.
big deal.
A
And
true medium.
I'm thankful we're past those days.
Didn't mean
But
to
in
bring
those
you into
days,
this argument,
you had
Liz.
very few online games, but
No.
you didn't have
No,
to
no.
pay for like
You
PlayStation
look-
Plus or anything like
Welcome
that, like
to
you
the
do
great
now.
green jewel of the Commonwealth. Safe, happy.
Now,
a
I have an
fine place
Xbox
to
and a
come.
PlayStation.
Spend your money.
And,
Settle down. Don't let this muckraker here tell you
My son does
otherwise,
too,
all right?
and so every year I basically pay that 4 times. You know, 2 PlayStation, 2 Xboxes, so that we can all have Xbox Live
I'm
and
sure your city's a
PS
great
Gold
place.
or whatever it's called.
Yeah, greatest house of cards in the Commonwealth. Until the wind blows.
Was there anything particular you came to our city for?
I'm trying to find someone.
Trying to find someone? Who?
My baby boy, Sean. He's less than a year old.
Help me
Wait.
find my baby.
Your son's missing?
Look at this
You
nosy
hear that,
bitch.
McDonough? Is Diamond City Security just gonna stand by while a mother searches for her infant son all on her own?
No, don't listen to her. Well,
Look at her,
I'm afraid
pitching
that
little
our
lines to
security
herself
team can't
already,
follow everything
searching for her
through. I'm
infant son,
confident
trying to
that
be
you
all
can find
dramatic.
help here.
Like, God.
Diamond City has
Piper
every
just likes to use
conceivable service known
motherfuckers.
to man. One of our great citizens can surely find the time. to help.
A man
Hero
of a
Sparrow
great
says,
city must know
not to be
everyone.
rude, PC Master
help
Race,
me.
just
Oh, I'm
my
sorry, I
opinion,
don't have time
because
for
free
any more
service
questions.
and more
I'm a busy
more
man.
games and
Enjoy
more
your stay
use
in our
outside of
fair city.
gaming. But that's just my
This
silly
is
opinion.
ridiculous.
No, you're
Diamond City Security can't
you're
spare
absolutely
one officer
correct.
to help.
I've almost
I
thought
want the
about getting
truth,
Fallout
McDonough.
4 on the
What's
computer.
the
I think
real
we've
reason
talked about this.
security never investigates it.
You're absolutely correct. The PC is
From
the
now
master
on,
race
consider
because you can do a
and
lot more
that
with the
little
computer.
sister of yours on notice.
Yeah,
But
keep talking, McDonough. That's all you're
what
good
you can't
for.
seem to do with the computer is plug in an Xbox
a
or a
big
PlayStation
Diamond
controller and
City
have that
welcome
shit
from
work
me.
as good as it does on
You
the
feel honored
PlayStation
yet?
and Xbox.
Look,
I've seen
gotta go get
controllers
settled
like
in,
it,
but,
and I've even plugged in one that was
stop by my office
an
later.
actual Xbox controller, and that's what you
Have an
actually
idea
need
for an
because they're
article
wired
you'd
different
be perfect
inside.
for.
Every joystick I tried to play with, and I've used almost every one. If you're playing on a PC, number one, the amount of functions that they have, you can barely get them. You wouldn't even be able to get them to, well, Steam controller. I've never tried that. I actually have a Steam account too. But see, let me explain where I was going with that though, and maybe you can tell me if the Steam controller is like this or not. Okay. On the PlayStation and on the Xbox, you have the plus pad up there, and then you have your, the plus pad is called a digital, and then you have your little joysticks, which are called analog. Anyone could correct me if I'm wrong. And they're both wired differently. You can put different stuff on this plus pad up here, and then play with the joystick down below. But on all the controllers, okay, I just wanted to discover that. All the controllers I tried on the computer, not only are there way more functions that you can put on the controller, but then for whatever reason, all the plus pads and the analog and the digital pads are wired together. And so it cuts your shit that you could put down, like buttons and functions, by half right off the bat. And that was shitty, man. And since it was an Xbox and not a Xbox 360 or Xbox One controller, it didn't have like multiple buttons on top, and it didn't work out good. I don't know what the Steam controller looks like, but if it's anything like a PlayStation or the current Xbox, it should be pretty good. And if it's wiredly independent, so you actually have separate analog and digital. Hero says, okay, so it's kind of like this, that specific games are controller supported, and those that function like normal. Okay, so a lot of the games will work.
At least the pay is.
Okay, so I think I see what you're saying. So, like, are you saying, like, for instance, if I got, like, on Steam, I ordered Fallout 4 and I had the Steam controller, it would play pretty much just like it plays for my PlayStation 4. But if I got a game that it was, like, for computer mostly, then I'd probably have to assign a lot of them, I'm guessing, right? Yeah, by the way, for anyone who wants to know, once you run out of Diamond City, I forgot to mention this, run north, down that main street. You'll pass where they're fighting the super mutants, and keep running until you get to the bridge, if you're trying to find Hangman's Alley for the first time. Run right to the bridge, take a left. At the very first left, go ahead and go in there, and right to your right is Hangman's Alley. And man, when I cleared this place on the survival difficulty, oh my god, there was like 5 people in here, and I had to come back and try this, like, I mean, not only did I die a whole bunch of times, but I literally had to, like, kill one guy, go save it, come back, kill another guy, go save it, and rinse and repeat until I had those people dead. Because my companion got killed, like, right off. Oh, I got killed right there. Good. I think it should have me saved right outside of Diamond City. Look at that. I still have it on hard, so it's actually pretty difficult. He said, no, I meant like in certain games does not work with controller, and some games work perfectly with controller. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And you know, that would really bite for me if, like, I bought a game and then, like, the controls to play a game on a computer, the controls are shit, let's be honest. You have to look down all the time. when you hold a PS4 controller in your hand, you never have to look down. You know where your shit is. And it's like, yeah, if you had perfect, even if you had like perfect typing skills, it just seems to me like you'd be looking down all the time because you're hitting all sorts of different functions. I don't know, but most people have way better typing skills than me, so maybe I'm not a good
So you got one of those fancy votes?
I have to be honest that I disagree. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, if you have good typing skills, it's not going to be a problem for you. And then you could play games, and then you have all these extra buttons you can hit, and that's cool. You know, I'm happy for you, but I currently have a really nice newer computer. You know, nice Mac, and I could play games on there if I wanted, but I don't own a single game for that. I use it all for making music and videos. Yeah, I know you're on PC. Yep. He says that's why I can type so fast. Yeah, I mean it's better for typing, right? But I'm talking about playing games, and we were both talking about playing games, right? Like I have no doubt that it's better for typing, right? Like you go and I heard that they were gonna make like a way to be able to type fast on the PlayStation. And then when it came out, there was no way to type fast. Supposedly they were going to have like this little system where you use the 2 joysticks to select letters super fast. I don't know what happened to that, but we totally needed it. Well, WASD and Shift, maybe Control and Tab, and sometimes Escape. Fuck, they dropped me again. Good thing I saved it right outside this time. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, for playing games, I don't like it as much. But, you know, to each their own, man. I'm glad you like it, and I wish, to be perfectly honest, I wish that I did. I really do. I wish that I liked playing at a computer as much as I do on a console, because it's not easier. It's harder for me to... Alright. It's like glitching out. It's not using a thing when I... Yeah, and likewise, too. I respect your, you know, your PC Master Race, dude. I don't deny it. I think it is superior. If you enjoy that, then it's far superior. It just is, because you could do so much other things. But I try not to use my computer for anything other than editing music and videos. You know, I make beats and shit. Like, if you watch some of my regular videos, the beat that's on there at the beginning, I made that beat. I'm proud of it, too. It's a good sounding beat. And, you know, that's how I roll. And I don't do any internet, any kind of bullshit on there, you know, like I never look at porn on there. I don't want to fuck it up. I don't want it to get, like, a whole bunch of... And that's also the reason that I bought a Mac as well, is because, you know, you just get a lot of viruses and shit, and over time it bogs your computer down, you know? Yeah, but over time your computers, you know, get old anyway, so I guess it's a toss-up.
Just getting warmed up over here.
Ha! Hero Sparrow says, and by the way, console peasant, are not people that play on console... Oh, console peasants are not people that play on console, but people who deny that PC is superior. Okay, alright. Yeah, see, I don't deny it. I definitely don't deny it. I mean, it's obviously superior. Has every game. Every game comes out for the computer. And then Hero Sparrow says, and what is porn? Just type in free porn and you'll learn about what porn is real quick. There's no way you could not know what porn is if you if you're PC Master Race. No way. Your mom checks your history. Got to learn how to clear your history. I mean, shit, when I was a kid, I got my porn from my dad. My dad had, like, so much porn. Back in the day, it wasn't digital, though. It was, like, magazines and shit, you know? And, like,
Sweet.
my dad had, like, in the basement, he would, like, had, like, subscriptions and shit. And in the basement would be, like, mad stacks of porn, right? And so... I had two older brothers, and so we would, like, gaffle that porn, and, like, I would take that shit to school and, like, barter for it, you know, like, trade people's shit for the porn, you know, and they would be like, oh, hell yeah, you know. I'm glad you asked that, Hero. Yeah, so, it you know... The way I feel, Hero Sparrow asked, well, what's your opinion on minors watching porn? I don't really care at all, in the slightest, if a minor watches porn. Here's the way I feel. I was talking about this the other day at Jiu-Jitsu. Right, yeah, I know that. Well, I don't recommend, you know, I'm not telling you what you should do, and you should probably listen to your folks on that one, you know, but the way I see it, like, if you try to stop anyone from doing anything, it just makes them want to do it more. That's just a truth of the world that we live in. We've proven just about every which way. Through Prohibition, they made alcohol illegal, and alcohol blew up bigger than it ever was in the past. And it goes like that with everything. It goes like that with marijuana in my country. It goes like that with all sorts of plants. And I mean, there's always some retards out there that ruin it for everyone. But most people live a very balanced life, and they're not like deviants or anything weird, you know, not psychopaths. And so for most people... Oh, I ran away. I need to go build back at the settlement. I forgot what I was doing. So... censorship never actually solves any problems, right? Every time you put a book historically on the banned booked list, it always blows up bigger than it ever would have before. That is a surefire way to add popularity to a book, is just throw it on the banned book list. Everyone's going to want to read it then, even if it's like no big deal, like Catcher in the Rye. You know, there's some, I mean, so here's the way I see it. Like, I have a son. He's younger than you. He's 2 years younger than you. And I don't care if he looks at porn. That's healthy. You know, you really fuck people up when you tell them that's not normal, but then you find out later, actually, that is normal. right? Like, that is normal. I'm not saying you should, you know, be going out trying to have relationships or anything, but being curious about that area, it shouldn't be any more weird or out of bounds than for any other subject. I mean, as if politics aren't, you know, like, world breaking for a child to hear, right? Like, you hear, like, well, we might go to fucking nuclear war at any time. Like, damn, you know? Okay, but we can't tell them about natural healthy reproduction. And look, when you try to censor it and you're like, okay, you can't look at that, right? Here's what's going to happen. They're just going to find a way to look at it without you finding out. And now you're not even there to guide them to what you think is sort of a healthy way to look at it. And we have this approach with sex, with death, with a lot of things. Like, when a person dies, they instantly call the coroner, right? And they come and break it all up, you know, and take them away. But, like, when my dad died a couple years ago, my son was like 8 or 9 at the time. And both the preacher and my mom, who was already there, my dad's laying face down on the floor, dead. And mom called in the family before she called the coroner so we could see him like that, you know. And she did that with my grandma, too. And I really wondered why it was like that for a while. But I think I get it. She's never explained it to me. But I got to tell you, it really helped me. And plus, I've seen other crazy shit in my life, you know. But just as an example, when my son was with me and they said, oh, you should probably not let your son see this. And I was like, why? I said, we don't teach our children how to deal with death or how to deal with sex and how to deal with these things healthy. And so we try to keep them from it altogether. And then so they never actually see how we deal with those things. And so, like, if porn is happening, you know, I'm just like, well, you know, you just treat it like anything else. I mean, yeah, some situations are more embarrassing or more difficult or challenging to approach, and there's all sorts of things like that. But censorship definitely does not work. And I believe that if we take the time to show how we deal with those things, I think that's the best possible situation. And also, if it's like about a trigger or something like that, the best way proven to get over any sort of psychological trigger, like say you're scared of spiders, well, the best way to get over that fear of spiders is to subject yourself to spiders at an increasing rate to the point where that no longer affects you. And it's like that with everything. And so the idea of censorship never works in the real world, and it's not even the proven psychological way that we should get over hurdles. And Hero says, I have to go, my good sir. I hope I will be joining you, but my mom's word is like iron fist. I get it. You should listen to your mom's anyway. She sounds like she's trying to do the best for you. So until evidence to the contrary, I consider her a good person if she raised a smart kid like you. Take it easy, Hero Sparrow. Hopefully I'll catch you next time. Peace. And I am going to continue to build. So if you pick up to watch it later. Alright, homie. Take it easy, man. Have a good night. I'm going to continue to build, so if you watch the rest of the stream from 1 hour in, Hero, I've never actually built, really, and I hope that I have that thing on where I can build whatever I want, or else I'm not going to be able to build right now. I could build a little bit. Alright. Maybe I'll be able to do more in the warehouse here. Trying to square this up. What is the deal with this? It won't go in any other formation? What's the deal? This doesn't count as ground? Like, really? That's the only place that thing goes? I guess that's not too bad. But since Hangman's Alley is a small place, I'm gonna build another floor. And here's what I was talking about the see-through floors. I need to get that place anywhere mod, because this one really has lots of strange angles that it won't let you build outside of. So I'm going to basically cover the entire area in this type of floor. See, and if I could have put it over just a little bit more. Oh well. It's pretty in line with that one, I guess, but we got lots of room over there. All right. And go ahead and take that down. All right. Yeah, that'll pretty much work, I guess. All right. Let's see. Well, I guess that's the only way that one's going in, so it'll have to do. Don't you love how it could, like, fit two halves, but not a hole? What the hell? Actually got pretty lucky. They fit in pretty good most everywhere. Need to make sure I can go up and down without hitting. All right. Yeah, we can actually fill all this space in if we want. Alright. So it's obvious that this stuff isn't free. Do I not have turrets anymore? Alright. I don't know. Hero Sparrow would have been able to tell me. Oh, that's why we need the base game stuff too. I bet you anything that's why we don't have turrets. Well, then I think we will pick up on the next broadcast from here, and I will download the other core component thing. So if I do it now, it's gonna kick this off. So might as well go ahead and shut her down right here. I am Socrates. Thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying Fallout as much as I do. Thank you for tuning in to Up All Night Gameplay. And until next time, peace.